Yep. And there we go.
Okay. Whew.
Sorry, everyone.
Hi.
There was chaos.
There was chaos, everyone. Hey, if anyone can hear us or see us or still hear, let us know, please. Because YouTube said we were down. Not we were down. YouTube was down.
Yeah, it said live streaming not available or something.
As
Yeah.
a service.
Yeah, that was weird.
So,
Hopefully you can see and or hear us.
yeah, no one cared.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
It's completely fine. And we went from 5 to 7 to 5. So the 7 could have been us.
Odd.
Oh, cool. Well, good. Thank you.
Excellent.
We're coming in clear.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
for the first time in our lives.
Maybe even a little opaque.
Translucent, if you will.
Just saying. Hi, everyone. Sorry we're a few minutes late. Like I said, YouTube was giving us grief about not being able to
Nobody
go live.
knows. They're the YouTubiest.
They just leave it. Leave. We're just leaving. That's it. Cool.
Done.
We're
I'm
done.
out. Had enough today.
All right, we'll put these in this one. Let's go this way. All right, we got books to talk about. Guess we'll talk about Free Comic Book Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tess has stuff to talk about tonight. She seems to be really grumpy and over angry at everyone today for some reason. I have no
Not
idea
everyone, just you.
I would come up with a better quip, but I'm counting money, and if I lose count, I might actually be angry.
why. Ooh, challenge.
I don't know if you saw, the courts have decided that Alliance is going to get diamonds, apparently.
But only parts of it. Like Diamond UK was not included in that.
Which is fine, because that's all Universal really wanted anyway. That and, well, they wanted Alliance, the gaming arm.
Right. But
There's too many companies called Alliance here.
yeah.
I don't like it.
So they're getting Diamond, they're getting Alliance, they're getting the whatever their grading company is.
Yeah. And then the Diamond Select Toys.
And then Diamond Select Toys.
Yeah.
But Diamond UK is not included in that. And I don't I tried to read some of the stuff, but they were really the courts were really convoluted. I don't really think we're going to know until all the little pieces, because in the initial transaction, when Diamond put everything out there in the courts, like Free Comic Book Day was separated, but technically it was a part of Diamond too. So did they throw it back under Diamond, or did they leave it as their own IP? And
like
there's nothing.
The one thing I really care about,
right?
And nothing, no idea.
There's like did they end up throwing it? Because like Overstreet is owned by Jeppy, but not Diamond, so that was a whole separate.
Yeah.
And so
wasn't Jeppy Family Enterprises the umbrella corporation that Diamond was under?
Maybe.
So
I don't know. It's still convoluted, but Alliance Entertainment is now the official owner of at least part of Diamond. What does that mean for comics from Diamond? I have no idea.
Yeah, no
clue.
So really, you're talking Dynamite, Zenoscope, and a bunch of independents.
I think Titan is the only other big publisher.
I thought Titan got picked up by somebody, though. Didn't Titan get picked up by Lunar or PRH?
Maybe.
Or
I don't
something?
remember.
I think so. I think that was a big one that got picked up.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
You missed Archie. I missed Titan.
Yeah, in case anyone did FOC this week, Archie appeared on Lunar.
Yeah.
And there was really no big announcement on that.
Yeah, I saw it in like the retailer forums on Facebook.
But it's like it's interesting, right? Like Archie's been around as a publisher since the small publisher.
Our connection is unstable. I feel it. I feel you, connection.
It's like everything else. It's unstable.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
So, So, yeah, see? I thought they had.
Thanks, Bill.
I thought I had read. See,
Wow,
that was
Bill's
pretty
got
good.
exact dates.
Oh, it hasn't started yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I probably saw it and then was like, that is a thing I have to worry about on the 21st.
Well, that's why I was thrown by the Archie stuff. It's because I'd been pretty good at keeping up where everything was going. And like when Archie just appeared, I'm like, I don't remember I mean, I'm
surprise.
I mean, of course, it's also, and I get Archie books, so which is why I would have paid it. Like I knew Titan. I don't even think I get a Titan book.
You're getting the Conan trades, right? Or no?
They're just reprinting the Marvel stuff again, which I have.
Oh, I thought you were getting the trades of the new stuff that they're putting out.
No.
Oh,
no, I don't really.
Just kidding.
No.
I haven't read any of them, but I flipped through them. They look good.
Yeah,
they look like good Conan books.
Yeah. So Gail Simone wrote a new Red Sonja, and I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was written really well, but I think I just.
Yeah, those are characters that I loved when I was a kid, and I sort of, I don't know, outgrew them is the right word, but they just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just not.
I love medieval fantasy, but it takes itself so seriously. We'll talk more about that later.
Speaking of not talking, we're going to start. We have G.I. Joe Silent Missions number 1.
She said silent missions like it was secret tunnel.
Silent missions. It's my favorite thing to do.
So basically, this is G.I. Joe going back and paying homage to issue 24, which was the silent issue.
Issue
21,
which they just did a facsimile of.
21, 24, whatever. It was an issue. Come on, man.
It was, and it was silent.
And I was actually close.
You were
off the top of my head. So fine, 21.
Blackjack.
Got it. And so they're actually doing these are one a week, right?
I think. Yeah, I think there's 5 of them. Total.
Yeah. So we
got
I can't remember what.
We got one last week. I can't even remember who it was now.
But I didn't actually read that one yet. I read this one.
Well, it's Spirit.
Right.
He's got a dog. Well, I mean a wolf, but he's got a dog.
A dog.
He's got a dog. And then the interesting thing in this is once again there's no words, so it's just all storytelling, which is done well. But then in the back of the book, they actually talk about issue 21, and they never planned the silent issue. The reason they had a silent issue is they were getting ready to miss a deadline. So they wrote a story where they didn't have to spend the week doing a lettering.
Oh, that's funny.
It is pretty funny. It says so right here. Back of the book, right here.
That's amazing. Right I had no idea.
Right I neither. Huh. So they were like, hey, we're just trying to meet a deadline here. So
the things you learn dozens of years later.
Yep. So it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoy books with no words. So
yeah, then you got to read because you reading words. Ugh.
Words are for suckers.
Oh, thanks, Megan. I think Justin Scott gave me this shirt. Actually, I walked over to 7-Eleven earlier, and the guy at 7-Eleven looked at my shirt, and he's like, "Is that Maud?" And I was like, "Yes, technically."
So, Bill, on these, there's actually a writer. So the writer still writes the story. There's just they don't write it with dialogue. So the story is written out, and then the artist draws it. There's just no lettering or anything like that. So because you still have a story.
Yep.
Next up is we're getting ready to kick off the Summer of Superman.
Yes.
With this special.
It is. And it's quite special.
It is quite special. So it's an anthology, basically.
Yeah.
And you got a Mark Waid story, Dan Slott story. I guess it kind of leads into the Free Comic Book Day book too.
Yeah.
In a way. Mm-hmm. So they're just doing this big, I guess they're doing all kind of weird stuff because they're doing the Dan Slott is getting it's unlimited or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, but so Dan Slott's getting basically a single issues. That's not do you know if Dan Slott's is anthology? I don't think it is.
I don't think it's an anthology.
I think it's just like
I think it's
single
a throwback book.
Yeah.
I think most of it takes place in Smallville with Superboy, not Superman.
And then it's just like it kind of ends. I don't think there's going to be long story arcs.
Yeah, these might even be one and done issues. I can't remember how it was solicited exactly.
But that's where they're kicking all this off.
But I read this, and then we do have a bunch of the Free Comic Book Day books already, so I did read the DC one.
All in. I'm all in.
I am all in on Superman. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Here's your Superboy.
He's so
He's
cute.
so cute.
I'm adorable.
I can't handle it.
Also, Lana is getting married, and both teen Lana and adult Lana are just the most adorable.
Most precious ever. Just
Yeah,
everybody is drawn so cute.
There you go.
And I want all Superman books to be like that.
And they're all almost as cute as Peter Parker was last week.
Almost. Actually, that's peak cute.
It was actually cute. It was well done. But if you're a Superman fan, then it's going to be your summer.
Yeah, and I just became a big Superman fan over the last year, and I am really excited for all of the things that they are setting up.
Yeah.
Super wise. Speaking of setup supers.
Superman fan. All right. Anyway, World's Finest number 38 is out this week, and it is part 1 of the World's Finest and Justice League Unlimited crossover.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. So we got this has been like a flashback book of like Superman and Batman doing stuff at some point in the past. So this whole crossover is the Legion of Doom from the past is coming to the present. So this is the first part, sort of the setup for what's going on. There's Gorilla City shenanigans. There's for Grodness sake.
Oh.
Good old Grodd. I am declaring war on the human race. Well, thank God. It's about time.
It's a bedtime.
I, for one, welcome our simian overlords.
Don't worry, I unplugged the Alexa. It's okay.
I've seen Planet of the Apes. We're fine.
Yeah.
It's
No big
chill.
deal.
We're fine. There's a lot of monkeys in here.
There is.
Or gorillas.
It's not to be confused with Glorilla. She's a different person.
We are yesterday, part 1 of 6.
Yep.
Love.
So we're getting like a throwback evil Lex in the suit of armor, and I really want him to interact with the current day trying to be good Lex. I don't know that we're gonna get that. I don't know if there's enough time in the story, but I really want that.
Yeah, I mean, we're already part 1. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, we're spending too much time doing nothing.
There's some great bits in here with Clark and Bruce where they're clearly besties.
Aww.
I mean, they are the world's finest. Says so right there.
They so fine.
So fun.
Come on, man.
The world's finessed.
The world's finesse.
Next up is Wonder Woman number 20.
Oh my God.
It is part 1 of a new little story arc with Wonder Woman and the Batman, who's actually a detective again in this story.
We've sort of come to the consensus that this is, without question, the single best book that came out this week.
Oh yeah, by far.
It's the single best book that comes out every week it comes out. It is the best thing.
Sometimes it comes out and Transformers comes out and it's hard for me to choose.
It's really hard, but
yeah. But yeah, this book is, I love when Batman's a detective, and I love when they show how much everyone trusts Diana implicitly, without question. Yep. She doesn't even have to be like, hey, trust me, do this thing. They're just like, I'm going to do this thing.
Yeah.
So the premise of this book is Ares. Someone has killed Ares. And again. And Ares was found in Hippolyta's bedroom. And Hippolyta's like, I was drunk, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't that drunk. And that's actually what happened.
Literally.
Yep. Literally.
That
was the conversation. That was the conversation. And so basically they want to throw Hippolyta, away because she killed someone. But so Batman is going to solve this mystery in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or die trying.
Or literally die trying.
Literally.
And he doesn't question her at all. He just goes along with it.
He sold his soul.
Literally.
Yep.
Good.
If I keep going straight, there's water, right?
Oh my God.
So, and Gilliam March did all the art.
We love.
Which.
So it's gorgeous.
I love Gilliam March.
It is so beautiful.
So it is a. I'm trying to find
Diana's face in the last couple of panels is just.
Yeah, he does a really like
God.
the colors in this book.
Beautiful.
Here, we'll just go here.
I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. So I was really excited because I knew Gilliam was drawing a couple of issues with this. And I was
Yeah,
like,
this is only 2 parts, right?
I think it's only 2
I think
parts.
it's only 2.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's only.
And then
2
we
parts.
get into the Mouse Man story arc.
Yay!
Yeah,
I have no idea. It sounds ridiculous. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, once again, someone's getting ready to realize that you really shouldn't irritate Diana.
You can't.
Like everything's usually fine, and then you go mess with her.
Yep.
Literally. They just underestimate her every single time.
So basically, Wonder Woman goes, "Gods suck."
Mhm.
And Batman goes, "But aren't you a god?" She goes, "It still stands." It's pretty funny, actually.
Mhm.
Really well done.
It's really good. It's
I hate
so
them,
good.
but in your mom, yeah, I hate them all.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so that was pretty good. Oh my god, look at all these empty boards.
What do we do with those?
But anyway, that's everyone's pick of the week is Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy wanted to talk about this.
I want to talk about Chip Zdarsky's comic
Newsletter.
news.
So we got a new one of these this week. So pick them up when you come out this week.
It's
free.
and we've got the last couple as well because I ordered a lot of them. But it's super fun. Chip Zdarsky is a very funny person. If you like self-deprecating humor, it's quite good.
And he'll be writing Captain America soon,
Yeah,
Woohoo!
he will.
which should
Very
be
exciting.
highly entertaining.
And the best ad I've ever seen in anything ever. That's Jeff and Jenga. I know those people, and neither one of them have ever tried to bite me.
That you know of.
Well, I'm just
That
saying.
you know of.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
There's a huge interview in here
Okay.
with Joe Kelly about the new Spider-Man book.
So
I
concerned about
read-
the new Spider-Man book? Here you go.
haven't read it yet.
But there's adorable little Peter.
It's so cute.
I did have a conversation earlier today via. I was watching one of these with some industry people, and they were asking how the new Amazing Spider-Man did. Like, did you sell a bunch or was it the same? And I was just like, Amazing Spider-Man sells basically the same.
It's true.
And they thought that was very funny. Because I mean, it's true.
It's
the,
true.
The internet hates Spider-Man for some reason, but the book
It
always
still
sells
sells.
basically the same.
Mhm.
And the important part in here is Chip's top 5 pick
Yep.
is all Howard the Duck.
Howard the
1
Duck-
through 5,
1
which
through
is
5.
absolutely true.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal run. I absolutely loved it. You see, number 2 has the first appearance of Aunt May with a gun. An important
What?
first appearance.
Aunt May with a gun?
Yeah,
No, I love that so much.
that run was so fun.
The basket run with
Yeah,
on Howard the Duck was great. So
yeah. Anyway, this
Glad.
thing is really fun. It's very funny, and it's free. So grab one when you're in here. Check them out. Also, if you don't follow him or Ryan Stegman on social media, you should, because they are constantly at war with each other, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I
Sardasky's
love-
at war with a lot of people.
I feel like who's Gail usually at war with?
She just picks someone new every week. I think.
Yeah, I think her and Ryan Stegman did have a little back and forth for
Yeah.
a while. Stegman's really fun to pick on, apparently.
Yeah, I think her and Sardasky did. I'm pretty sure her and Tom King did at one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Gail's always fun.
Yeah, if y'all don't follow Gail Simone on Twitter or
Facebook as well. She
Facebook as
posts
well.
basically the same stuff on Facebook she posts
But
on the
she
Twits.
is the single largest troll there's ever been on any social media, and it is great.
Like the people that don't understand that Cyclops has heat vision, I don't understand why they want to argue with her. She's written Cyclops. She should know how his heat vision
It's
works.
pretty funny. She's pretty funny. She's actually great.
People are like, "Oh, you don't even know anything about comics," and then she'll take a picture of the shelf of books that she's written, and he's like, people on the internet are like, oh, cool. So you have a bunch of comics, and people are like, no, she wrote.
She
all
literally
those.
wrote all of them.
Yeah, that happened. That happened with the Punisher.
Yeah, well, the
It
Punisher
was the
wouldn't be so
Punisher.
sad if he would smile more.
Yeah, she posted that.
People got so mad
got
about
so
it.
mad. And then, I mean, but she wrote Punisher for.
Yeah,
a
and I
good-
don't even know if she was trying to troll then, or if it was just a funny offhand
No,
comment.
She was.
But it was.
She was trying to troll.
was
It's what she-
delightful.
It's what she does.
I loved it.
Just assume that if she's posting something,
It's a troll.
It's a troll.
Speaking of trolls, there are trolls in this book.
Hey,
And a Cyclops.
This was picking his nose, but it's Cyclops picking his nose. It's important. So this is Babs number one, volume 1 trade. It is Babs number 1 in here.
It does.
But it does have the other Babs in here too.
So this is written by Garth Ennis, who you may know as from Preacher and The Boys. This is
Never heard of him.
This is his version of Red Sonja. It's like what I was saying earlier. Medieval fantasy usually takes itself very seriously, and in the last 5 years or so, we've gotten a handful of books that feel like me and my friends playing D&D got turned into a comic book. And this one adds whole other layers because
This one has a talking sword.
It does, and the sword's really sarcastic and is constantly fighting with her. Also, the horses talk, but only to each other. Like the horses are constantly talking, but the people can't understand them.
They're just named to them.
Yeah,
but
they're talking to each other. It's really funny.
They're usually talking about how stupid people are.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The villains in this, the villains at the beginning of this is a goblin guy who really hates these hero people, and the other monster races are giving them a bad name. So he helps basically the knight supremacists get rid of all the monster people, and thinking that they would then elevate him and his little group up to where they are, not understanding they don't care about you, man. You are the thing that they hate. It doesn't matter how much you rat out your, other people, they're never going to accept you. There's a lot of current climate stuff being talked about in here in a fun medieval fantasy drunken barroom brawl kind of way.
It's from Ahoy.
Yeah.
Love.
Ahoy, who has done a few. They've done a lot of Mark Russell stuff.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Ahoy books because that's where Mark Russell does most of it.
We're also getting from Ahoy, we're going to get the greatest crossover in the history of the universe, Toxic Avenger and Jesus Christ.
No.
I did see that, actually.
What?
I did see that.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I am so excited. I saw some promo art for it at Comics Pro. It looks stellar.
I did see that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very excited.
It is a thing.
Yep, it is.
Who'd have thunk?
What is the Mark Russell book with Jesus in it at Ahoy?
Second Coming.
Second Coming. The premise of the book is God's tired of Jesus's hippy-dippy ways, so he sends him to Earth to live with that Earth's version of Superman to try and man him up a bit. So basically, it's Jesus.
Teach him how to be a hero.
Yeah, Jesus and Superman are roommates. That's the plot.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
It's really quite funny.
I even had Tess read it.
I did read it.
Mark Russell does satire
He
really
does
well.
satire really well. Yeah, he handles satire.
Yeah.
So that's all from Ahoy.
Yeah.
Ahoy.
Yeah.
So anywho,
yeah,
Free Comic Book Day's coming up.
it is.
Y'all should
Very
talk
excited.
about Free Comic Book Day.
Yep. May 3rd,
May the 3rd,
11 to 6.
11 to 6.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because I didn't know.
We're probably not going to close early like we have in the past because I haven't run that past anybody and I don't know how that's going to go over. But the event itself will be from 11 to 6. I will be here super early to set up. This year we're being sponsored by Canada Dry. We're going to have tents. We're going to have free drinks.
Sponsored by Canada.
I know.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. In years past, the Free Comic Book Day poster has been like sponsored by whatever, and we never saw any sponsorship. But this year, our friends at Canada Dry are bringing out all kinds of stuff, and they're giving us a portable basketball hoop to give away. So everybody who shows up, we'll give them a ticket, and at the end of the day, we'll give away a basketball hoop. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, they are bending over backwards to give us all kinds of stuff. So I'm very happy.
What a world.
Yeah.
Starbucks, Little Caesar. Yeah. They're in the parking lot.
Yep.
They're there.
Yep. And
just be careful walking across this.
Our friend Jason, who's our liaison, I guess, at Canada Dry, he said that they might even have some new things that no one's had before that they'll be sampling. We don't know. I don't know for sure.
Obviously, a basketball goal.
We should just set it up in the parking lot. This parking lot's already dangerous. Let's up it.
As long as this basketball goal has got Canada Dry written across.
Yep. You know, I don't think it does. I will have to look at the picture again. I think it's just like
a
really nice basketball thing, like portable basketball hoop. Yeah.
I found this on the side of the road. Can we give it away? Sure.
Sure. Honestly. Dumpster diving at Target and I found this. Sure. You know?
Oh my God.
And I will be here on Free Comic Book Day
somehow he got roped into handing out books all day.
As I was told. I was voluntold.
You were voluntold. It's true.
So I also will be here working at Richmond Comix all day.
All day.
Yeah. Right now, we've got a full house as far as vendors go. I have filled up all the slots that I had available. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm this far out and I'm pretty well locked on vendors. So pretty happy about it.
I mean, we're less than 3 weeks. So
yeah, but usually like 2 days before the event, people are like, hey, you got room? And I'm like, sure, show up. But this year,
we can't really do that.
Do that. So
yeah, this location is a little different.
Yeah, we'll see. I've right now I have it set up for 15 tables. And right now I have 15 tables set. So we'll see if next year we can fit more. But I don't want to try and crowd too many people in the space.
Yeah.
So
fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so there you go.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, and I've read a handful of the Free Comic Book Day books, and the stuff that's setting up stuff to come, all pretty much is really cool, fun stuff. Okay.
I will start reading Free Comic Book Day stuff probably this weekend.
Hooray.
And then I will probably do a video on Free Comic Book Day books to post out here in about another week.
Hooray!
So I don't want to do it too soon.
Yeah.
Because
I'll be recording a video soon. I got some preview books of a new title from a new publisher called The Future Is. That's really interesting. It's a cybersecurity firm. It's going to make some comics. And they've got Fred Van Valenti is writing it. And I've read the first issue is big, chunky, oversized thing. And I've read that. And they sent me 2 other issues to read along with it that are sort of like how 2 members of this team got roped into being on the team. So anyway, I'm hoping in the next week to sit down and film that.
And Brian, H&R Block is having a ball tonight, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
They're having so much fun over there.
Yeah, I haven't gone over to bother them about Free Comic Book Day yet because I figured I'd wait until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No one may even show up over there tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be empty tomorrow. So, yeah. That might be a Friday conversation.
There was some early mornings and late nights next door. They might not even, H&R Block may not even show up tomorrow.
Yeah, when I got here this morning, I got here about 9 this morning, and there were more cars in the parking lot than usual at 9 this morning.
And those poor people, they're probably tired of Little Caesars pizza.
I would imagine.
I'm sure they have eaten more Little Caesars pizza in this last month and a half. But they could probably do it once a year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Tax professionals on tax day. Good times.
Sounds taxing.
Sounds taxing.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, man. I did mine. Well, I didn't actually do mine. My accountant did mine back in January. So
well, mine were super easy, so I just did them myself online.
Yes, that's how they do taxes, Brian.
Exactly.
Exactly like that. 100%. Guarantee you. Once again, I'm not old enough to do taxes. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow.
My God, where'd this come from?
Right.
Open the door, get hit in the face. God.
So hold on, I gotta bring up this other thing that whoops, wrong message. So I'm doing a pop-up Comic-Con and market at Fairwinds Brewing Company on Sunday, April 27th. It's from 12 to 5. It's in Lorton, which is about an hour and a half from here.
I heard they heard of who?
It's north and a bit west. They did. I don't know exactly what all is going on there. They've got comics, collectibles, art and fan art, anime, figures, games, and toys.
Allegedly.
The Virginia Comic-Con is one of the sponsors. Painted Visions, Always Buying Comics, and New Dimension Comics, which New Dimension, Todd, who owns New Dimension, is who invited me to this thing. So I'm, I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what I'm taking yet. I haven't quite got it all figured out. But
hey, Bill says they have good beer, so.
Oh, that's exciting.
So
I assume because it's Todd McDevitt. He owns New Dimension Comics. Every year, Comics Pro, they do a brewery tour of whatever city we're in. Todd's the one that sets that up. So my guess is he knows these guys. He did text me a couple weeks ago, and he was like, I might have beer-related favors to ask you. So I don't know. I might be picking up some beers for Todd on the way there.
Heck yeah.
Sure. I'm sure there's
but it should be fun. I have never done a show in a brewery. I've been to a couple. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I did.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm stupid. I can remember. I went to that one this year. I forgot I set up there last year.
Wait. You're correct. You've never done one. You've done multiple. So, yes, you're correct.
Wow.
You're correct. I'm sorry.
It's
semantics.
A long day. Week, year. Anyway,
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm going to once again do a show in a brewery like I have in the past.
Well, congratulations.
Well, this is a different brewery. I've never been to this one. Oh. I got nothing. I'm done. I'm out.
You know, before this comic, I've never sold a comic before.
I've never even heard of comics.
Comic?
What's a comic?
I know they still made these things.
Oh my god. I hear that every day.
It's my favorite line.
Right?
It's literally my favorite line when someone walks in here.
They stumble in and are like, whoa.
Whoa, they still make comics? Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the people that come in, they're like, do you guys actually make a living?
No.
Nope.
No, not really. No, not me anyway. I don't know. I'm sure somebody does somewhere.
Yeah,
but...
I'm looking for a sugar daddy if anyone's listening.
Same.
Yep, me too. All good.
Hit us up.
That's right. Yes. All offers will be listened to.
God.
I can work like NASCAR. I can take multiple sponsors.
It's true. It's true. No. Oh my God.
RCX Media isn't paying me anything at this point in time, so
I need something.
I need something. That's right.
And somehow you're still making more money than when you own the place.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not hemorrhaging at this point. Anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah, see, Brian, we're all in the same, right?
We're all in the same boat here.
I'm not arguing.
No, yeah.
Once again, anyone's known me long enough, my pride left many years ago. And it takes a lot to be on the one feeling. So,
the one.
So just saying, it's not.
Oh man.
And then my judgment level is very low. I mean, I'll still judge you, but I don't care.
But yeah,
we don't judge. We just mock.
we just mock
A little, just a little.
a little.
Usually quietly amongst ourselves.
That's why I go places.
Exactly.
Really?
For real? You're doing that right now?
That's what you're going with?
That's the choice you made.
I mean, I'm usually okay with it at the end,
Yeah,
but I'm still gonna.
If it's gonna screw you over, I'll laugh. Like it's I don't care.
It's fine.
Oh my God.
It's fine. Oh well. Well, you know what? I think for starting late, we're going to leave early.
Yeah,
We are.
I think we're all so tired.
It's been.
Like, I feel like the first thing we all said to each other when we saw each other today was, "God, I'm so tired."
It's been a long day.
Yeah,
with lots of stuff going on. Probably have more news next week. I didn't really put together a whole lot of news today because lots of things happened today.
So many things happen every single day.
So anyway, we will let everyone go.
Yeah, get out of here.
Once again, we appreciate everyone joining us. And we will do this again next Tuesday with more gusto. And we'll see what Tess throws at us next week. So.
Probably rocks again.
If you're lucky.
All right, everyone.
Good night,
Y'all have a good night. Thanks again. We will talk to y'all later. Bye.